We're now going to take a look at some of the specific features of the Hammond Concorde organ. And I believe this particular unit dates from 1972. Unfortunately, I think this was about the beginning of the end for Hammond as far as their products are concerned, because they really kind of cheapened this from their earlier units. This is using LSI chips. It's all electronic, has no rotating machinery in it like the older style units. It's 100% solid state. And while I think that this may even have a potential for better sound quality than the tone wheel units, now some of you might debate that, but I think it really has a great sound. Its quality of build is not as good as the older ones. And it seems to represent Hammond trying to break into or maybe increase their share of a home market as opposed to an institutional or church market, because it has some gimmicky percussion things on it that I don't ever find any use for, and rhythm and all that stuff. I guess they tried to make something like this to appeal to people that really couldn't play really didn't have much experience, but wanted to play music, but also wanted something that could be that could also function more as a full-featured organ. So let's take a look at some of the controls on it here. And you'll notice some 120 hertz hum. I think this is going to need some new capacitors. It's still running on all the old electrolytics, but it's really, I think, due for a good replacement job. Let's take a look at some of these tabs here. This group of tabs is just labeled organ. Let me see if I can free up the camera to turn here. Here we go. And we've got the power indicator. We've got reverb 1 and 2, and then the echo only and main and echo I think refers to an external Hammond tone cabinet. I don't know if Hammond was still feuding with the Leslie Company or CBS Musical Instruments or whatever it was at this time. I know at one time Hammond and Leslie companies just really did not get along, and I think it was mostly on Hammond's, and that they didn't want to encourage Leslie cabinets for some reason. But this does have a connection for external tone equipment, which I don't have hooked up, but it does have built-in speakers down there. Well, let's try reverb. And there's a little bit of reverb. There's reverb 2. It's got trash in it. So I think it's got a spring reverb unit in it, but it doesn't seem to really work right. Tell a little bit of reverb there. Now let's look at the Leslie. Now, I think this, this actually does have Leslie equipment in it. It's got a built-in Leslie, but Hammond did not want to, I guess, mention the name Leslie on their units, so they call it acoustic tremolo, which is Leslie tremolo, acoustic tremolo Celeste. And these controls are cryptic to me. So acoustic tremolo chorus means a mixture of Leslie and non-Leslie. Acoustic tremolo Celeste control refers to Leslie speed, that is down being slow, and we'll put this on Leslie only. Up is Leslie only. So there's slow. Let me give it just a touch more volume here. Up is fast, and it takes a long time to speed up. Another weird thing about these controls is that they're very difficult to activate while you're playing the organ to try to adjust the Leslie character. So I think I'm going to replace these with some controls in the more traditional position down over here where you can get to them more easily. But the Leslie sound is very good. It's a 2-speed unit, and it's got, I think that it's the type, it's got the 6x9 speaker in it, and it's got the it's just got the little contact up at the top that makes the connection to it. But I'm going to turn off the Leslie and you can hear that. So there's the Leslie controls. The next group of controls is for sustain, and the upper manual on this really doesn't seem to be working right. I'm not sure what the problem is yet, so we'll just demonstrate the lower sustain. I think the foot switch control may be something inside of the expression pedal. I haven't figured that quite out yet. Now the pedal controls, it does have a lower manual to pedal coupler, which can be helpful in getting a wider range of tone into the pedals. The next are some gimmicky percussion functions. Anytime you see something vividly colored on organs, it usually means it's some kind of silly feature, some kind of gimmick. And this is a piano stop that I don't know what does. This is for the upper manual. And it provides a not too bad acoustic piano simulation for the time. These are harpsichord and banjo. And this pizzicato. So there's those gimmicky things. Now these are for percussion. Let me show off these things here. I don't really know how these work. It's 1 through 8 polysynthesis. I don't know if it relates. I think it's harmonics, just like on the drawbars. And then it's got xylophone and marimba, and these are all over here are percussion controls. But that upper manual is not really working right, so. And it's got drawbars, just like on the traditional units. And it's got the black keys for presets. And then the drawbars are numbered. They look kind of cheaper with these big numbers on them, but they're ratchet type drawbars. There's pedals, 16 and 8 foot. So I've got lower drawbars on here. I guess we'll go over to the lower manual group of drawbars. So the drawbars all work like they should, at least on the lower manual. And then up here is the rhythm gimmick. Let's see if there's, you know, I think that something about this rhythm thing was related to the upper manual not working. Because this switch, maybe not. Let's see if I can get it to come on here. Yeah, I'm not sure. There, let's see if it'll produce some rhythm here. Yeah, it's just the, you know, the typical kind of rhythm you'd find on a home organ, which I don't find much use for. So there's the Hammond Concorde, and I'll try and do another video with the new camera of actually playing the organ to get a sense for the bass, because while I may not like a lot of the kind of gimmicky features and the cheaper construction on this, it can really put out some good bass and good quality sound for a self-contained organ speaker system. And I think once I clean, and I've read that bad contacts on the edge connectors on the circuit boards can be a big problem. And this is really a unit that I haven't done anything with except just to clean it off. So I'm sure will benefit from some more repairs. An interesting thing about this pedal board is that these pedals are chrome, if you can see there, which gives it a kind of a 70s modern touch to it. So we'll do some more videos with this, and also try and do some more repair on it, try and improve the functionality of it. But there's the Hammond Concorde organ.